check this out. It's an Illume, or illuminated balloon. And if you've got kids, you may well have come across these at events and parties. It's one of the latest success stories from British inventors. This, on the other hand, is not an Illume. It looks the same, but it's a fake. And you certainly don't want to take this one to the party.
We love balloons. They're fun, they're great for celebrations, and they bring out the kid in all of us. But how about a balloon fitted with a light-emitting diode, or LED light, which then makes the balloon light up? That's exactly what inventor James Halliburton of Seatriever came up with.
I was in my garden shed and effectively had lots of different trials of balloons, and I just happened to have lots of spare LEDs and lots of different colours. So I used those, and my next door neighbours were a couple of kids that I knew who were 5 and 6, who came round and loved the light up balloon, so I thought it was a great idea for a product in there.
From humble beginnings in a garden shed, Illumes have taken off.
And now we're for sale all across the world. We're in the world's largest retailers. We've sold roughly 250 million balloons to date.
But when a small company comes up with a big idea, the fakers aren't far behind. They started flooding the market with fake Illumes that breached the 300 international patents that protect the original. Recently, a warehouse in South Korea was raided, and over 60,000 fake Illumes worth hundreds of thousands of pounds were seized.
When we first found counterfeiters, it was shock horror that someone could do this. Everybody knows that products get counterfeited, but when it actually gets done to your own product, it's a very different matter. It's a personal hit at you.
It's not just the copyright infringements and loss of business that worry James and his team. Tests have revealed that fake Illumes can be dangerous. An Illume is not just a balloon. It contains small electrical parts, so it's crucial that they meet strict safety standards since they're aimed at children. The team has to make sure the genuine product passes all the required tests.
We've spent an awful lot of money. We've spent on R&D making sure we got the product right, because at the end of the day, kids are going to be playing with these things, so it has to be right.
Their number one priority was to make sure the part that lights up, the LED unit, is firmly attached, so it won't fall off and become a choking hazard when you blow up the balloon.
Our light unit here, as you can see, extremely securely attached. I can do that as much as I want and that won't come off.
The Illume is also fitted with a patented parachute device that not only makes it impossible to swallow, but also prevents injury if the balloon pops and parts fly off.
This is all part of safety precautions, and as you can see from some of our engineering side of things, this is quite a complex bit of kit.
The team purchased a selection of fakes from different sellers and quickly found they had none of the safety features found in the genuine product.
This is only held on with a little bit of spring, so I'm guessing if I pull that, that it'll all fall to pieces.
On this fake, the LED unit is not securely attached to the balloon.
So just taking the string off, and now if there, exactly that. That is a full light unit. That could easily fall in your mouth.
The loose LED unit and other small parts in the fakes could be a choking hazard for a child trying to blow up the balloon. 1,
you could swallow that. 2, you've got batteries that are easily accessible, so you don't want those anywhere near your mouth. You've got a LED here that is exposed. If I give that a small twist, you can see it just comes out a very, very sharp bit of metal.
But fake Illumes can be dangerous in other ways, and that's to do with the way the LED lights inside flash. Lights that flash or flicker at a certain frequency can trigger seizures in some epilepsy sufferers, so the flashing of genuine Illumes is carefully controlled.
So as you can see, this is one of our lights flashing, and this is flashing at roughly 1.5 flashes per second.
The law states there should be no more than 3 flashes per second. So at just 1.5 flashes a second, these genuine Illumes are well within the safe zone. But the same can't be said of all fake Illumes. If they flash too fast, they could trigger seizures in some epilepsy sufferers. Professor Hannah Koch is a consultant neurologist who specialises in epilepsy.
A seizure is due to an abnormal burst of synchronised brain cells all firing together. There are a number of things that can make that more likely to happen. One of those is photosensitivity. So if you're looking at a flashing or a triggering light, it's recurrently stimulating a group of cells, which can then trigger off the seizure in a susceptible brain.
The risk of seizure rises when the light is flashing or changing colour quickly.
Any device that has a flickering or flashing pattern of lights at the sort of rate 3 per second, 30 per second, would be at risk of triggering seizures in a susceptible individual, particularly if they weren't perhaps aware that they were photosensitive. And that would apply, I think, in particular to the younger age groups.
So there's a risk to young children playing with fake Illumes, especially if they are epileptic.
The concern with a device like a balloon would be that's very much aimed at a younger age group. So I think there would be a concern about balloons with rapidly flashing lights, that might trigger seizures.
We wanted to put the fake Illumes to the test to see just how dangerous they might be. Because of the risk of flashing lights like these, we've treated the pictures to make them safe to view for any member of our audience with photosensitive epilepsy.
Look at the rapid colour transition on that.
When compared with the safe flashing of the genuine Illume, the dangers of the fake are clear.
They're flashing, are flashing. They're flashing, are flashing. Cannot use these.
The fake balloon is flashing at 8 times a second. That's almost 3 times the safe limit.
The flashing speed of that. Now that hurts your eyes just looking at it. These are all dangerous and should not be out on sale.
A product that James designed for children's fun has been stolen by the fakers and turned into something dangerous.
You've got an enormous number of dangers with fake and counterfeit products, and it's just not worth the risk.